Can I have the chicken Philly? Oh, guys, I was too hungry to even start this vlog, so I gotta get something to eat first. But no, this is not a Hood Eats. Thanks. Back my change in all ones. You think I'm going to the strip club? Beautiful day out here on 79th and Vincennes. I was out riding and I just felt like making a vlog, so gotta get some food in me before I start talking. Thanks. Well, that's a damn good Philly that's gonna fill me up. Alright guys, what are we talking about today? Get out of this little border area here on 79th. Lots of gang graffiti and obviously a war raging in this neighborhood. But once again, this is not a Hood Eats, so I'm not going to go into that. So what is going on, boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, whatever you want to call yourself? How you doing? It is your least favorite motovlogger, Brian636, popping in with the type of vlog that I haven't done in a very long time. I get asked so often about entry-level things into the motorcycling and more specifically the stunt world, but I think a lot of these can apply to all of motorcycling all around. If you're new to my channel, yes, I kind of specialize in the stunt community and the stunt world. However, all these things I'm going to be talking about can be applied to motorcycling in general. I want to address and explain 5 things that I think are really important in really understanding what it takes to be proficient and truly get the most out of your motorcycling and what you're going to make of it. I think it goes without saying of where I am right now. I'm on 79th and King Drive in the South Side, and I really did not plan on making a vlog today. And yet, here we are. So without further ado, number 5, seat time. Well, some of you guys might be asking yourself, Brian, what the hell is seat time? What do you mean by seat time? Well, what I really mean by that is just the time spent on your bike practicing something that is foreign to you. Now, seat time to some people, you know, you might think, oh, it's a long haul, stuff like that, getting to know your bike. Yeah, that's important. However, seat time, at least in the stunt, race scene, motocross, whatever you want to talk about, is really made up of the time you're practicing. So for the stunt world, that's the lot. For the racetrack, that could be the mountains and or the racetrack, whatever you're practicing. And for the regular rider, that could be you in a parking lot practicing quick braking, quick acceleration, and other types of crash avoidance drills. Now, if there was ever a sport where whoever spends the most time doing something is the most successful, I would probably say riding is right up there with things like bodybuilding and stuff like that, just things you cannot really cheat. I would say riding is right up there with some of those sports that you just cannot be the best unless you spend the most time doing it. Something that you really have a true passion for. Oop, got a red light. Let's see how this front tire's warmed up. Nothing like coming in hot and rolling a stoppie. It's just one of those tricks that you cannot fake the funk. Ooh, the challenger wants a challenge. You gotta give them what they want, right? These guys are roasting it. Alright, I gotta get back to my family-friendly PG vlog. Jesus. Number 4, travel. God, every gas station I try to go to is closed down here, man. What the hell? So you might ask, why is traveling so important in something like motorcycling, Brian? But once again, if you're truly trying to be proficient and get the most out of motorcycling, I think traveling is one of the most important things you can do. When I was racing, I'm talking about going to different tracks. If you're stunting, I'm talking about going to different cities. If you're an enthusiast about a certain type of bike, I'm talking about traveling to those events. Because not just does everyone have a different scene within their city, different curves on different tracks, and a certain type of people in a certain part of the country, you can pick up so much knowledge from just crossing over a state line, meeting some new people, and riding in a different type of environment. You do so much networking and meet so many different types of people and companies. Had to sneak a cookie in. But like I was saying, I think you really do need to travel to get the full experience out of your bike and the culture around bikes here in America. A couple of folks like seeing wheelies. Number 3, social media. Now, why is social media so important? because interactions like this are so rare in the year 2020. And look, I know I'm gonna catch some heat for putting social media on here being important in the motorcycle world, but it just is. It's the way that we find our relationship partners nowadays. It's the way we find our jobs. Hell, it's most of our personal resumes. So for all the OGs that say social media is killing the sport, I can't say you're right or you're wrong because you have that experience. However, it is 2020 and it is really important to be proficient, to not only meet other riders, but to update your resume on your riding. What up, man?
That's nice.
Oh, you like this? That's a Bandit, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, my guy with the ski goggles and the marijuana socks. I like it. I can't be around guys with speakers too long. I always get demonetized. Bike's running hot, 220. Like I said, to find out about events, to progress with your friends that are not in the same city or area code as you or whatever, it really is important. And that also goes for the business aspect of it as well. As far as sponsorships, as far as tracking your own progress, and that's across the board, whether you just want to have an Instagram account or whether you want to be a YouTuber that makes a video every day. And if that's the case, then of course you're looking at this from more of a business aspect. But a lot of the old guys say that social media killed stunt riding, and I can't really agree or disagree because that's not really my lived experience. Of course, I got into this when we had social media. I was, stunting in the MySpace/Facebook days, so I didn't really know stunting back when it was just Stunt Wars down in Florida or whatever. But I think all that kind of ties into my number 2 aspect of the OGs and this and that, and that is number 2, respect. Now, I really cannot tell you how important this point is. Whether you're talking about other riders, their bikes, their family, their city, whatever. If you come into the motorcycle world showing all types of disrespect and stuff like that, number 1, you're not going to have any friends. Number 2, you're not going to have a good time, because who has a good time just creating drama? And you're really going to get looked down upon by your fellow riders by kind of not showing that respect to the guys that came before us and trying to progress this sport to something better instead of driving it into the dirt. Now, this was something that's pretty obvious for me because being in the military, of course, you respect the guys before you, respect the guys of a higher rank. That's pretty obvious. But once again, we are living in 2020 where teenagers and younger guys come in and they already have an ego about them. Now, I'm not saying that's a good or a bad thing, because if you're confident, yes, this sport takes a lot of confidence, and I'm not just talking about stunting. Once again, I'm talking about racing, whatever. It takes some guts, it takes some confidence. You need to be confident in not only your bike and your riding, but more importantly up top, and that is in yourself. Nothing like being down here on the south side, man. There is never a dull day, I swear. And by giving out that respect that I'm talking about, you can learn so much from these guys, because most guys think of it like I do. We want to help progress and foster the next generation. Holy crap, look at this shopping center. All over the place, these shopping centers got hit so hard, man. Just crippled this part of Englewood here. Everything closed down. Family Dollar, CVS, everything. And this is definitely more recent. And for all the guys that keep asking, the lean back apparel is out. I'm actually rocking the long sleeve right now, and it's so comfortable. So please do check out that link in the description. As just like every year, these do go quick. So guys, without further ado, before this rain hits, my number 1 thing to focus on for guys just getting into the motorcycling community, and I really do mean this, is the friends. Now, why do I put the friends as the number 1 important thing to really keep in mind when getting into motorcycling or racing or stunting or whatever you want to call it? I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think it is the best part of riding is the friends that you make, not only just when you're on the bikes, but when you're working on the bikes, when you're traveling to another event, when you have a baby, when your friend's birthday party is that weekend, whatever. I think those guys and those relationships that you build in this community are the real reason that guys stick in this for years and years and years and years. Because believe it or not, after so long, revving up the throttle and popping the clutch gets a little bit old. But if you're doing it with a bunch of friends, it makes the whole experience so much more fun. It really does. Foot drag scrape, new block of titanium, jump the spreader. Woo! Don't get me wrong, it's still fun, guys. But I'm just saying, friends do truly make this sport what it is. And really, at the end of the day, when it's 2 in the morning and you break down in a foreign neighborhood or a foreign city and your phone is dead, who do you really have to turn to but your friends that you're with? So these are the guys that have your back in all type of situations, whether that's crashes, injuries, any type of emergency, they're there for you. Whether it's just, I lost my 10 mil, do you mind if I borrow that from you? Or hey, I cut my leg really bad, I'm bleeding super bad, you gotta get me to the hospital now. These are the same guys that are gonna look out for you. So really do focus on building those relationships. Free COVID testing. I should go in there and get my radiator tested because she's running hot. I promise if I went in there right now, they'd tell me I have COVID because I am that hot. It's like 85 degrees sitting on a 200-pound motorcycle or 200-degree motorcycle. So guys, that is my top 5 list of most important things to focus on if you're thinking about getting into motorcycling. It is the seat time you're gonna put in, traveling that you should really think about doing, the social media, which like it or not has really kind of become a staple in not only our sport, but our society as a whole. The respect that you need to show other riders and the guys that came before us, and truly focus on making those friendships and those bonds that are really gonna last a lifetime. All right guys, it is starting to rain and I am still down in the south side. Really do need to start flying home. Really do appreciate you listening to me run my suck about something like this. I love just getting on camera and venting to you guys. Hope all you guys had an awesome Father's Day weekend. I pray for all those affected by the most violent weekend we had here in Chicago in a really long time on Father's Day weekend. That funeral we saw at the beginning of the video is just a taste of what really went on here this past couple days. And I also pray for everybody that is still affected by COVID-19, whether it is you being sick or more likely the loss of a job affecting the financial situation in your house. Just knowing I'm thinking about you. If you like the video, make sure to give it a big fat like. If you're new here, please do subscribe. I love making these videos for you guys. And please do leave a comment down below. I love each and every one of you guys. Getting out of here. Peace.